What's something people don't know about podcast disclaimers? They're the ultimate cover our butts move. All right, folks, let's get real. You know those disclaimers at the start of podcasts? The ones that say these opinions are our own and not our employers, friends, or anyone who might sue us. Yeah, those. Why do we need them? Because Stacey and Casey here, well, we might say something bonkers. And we don't want you blaming our bosses, our moms, or that guy who bagged our groceries last week. Nope, it's all on us, people. Think of it like this. We're just two dudes with microphones and way too much free time. And while we're at it, let's be clear. Our jokes, rants, and random thoughts, purely our own genius or nonsense. Depends on the day, so sit back, relax, and remember, if you're offended, it's definitely not because of our employers. It's all Stacey and Casey, baby. Covering our butts, one disclaimer at a time.
What it do, baby?
What it is, Jive Turkeys.
I'm Stacey.
I'm Casey, and this is 2026, and it is the
Stacey and
Casey Show.
what it is.
Mother suckers.
Motherfuckers. My bad.
And if you're looking at the screen like, hey, what's wrong with Casey? He looks a little bit different. I'm older.
How much older?
I'm 46 now. My birthday was on the 30th.
Oh.
Yeah.
We tried to do a show. I wanted to shout him out on his birthday. He was busy. He had to, do the birthday deeds.
No, it's great. It was low key and everything. Yeah, low key. That's the.
What'd you do? What'd you eat?
Man, what did I eat? Shit.
You had shit?
No. Actually, we had planned. I told my wife, I was like, you know what? We haven't done like a teriyaki chicken and rice bowl type deal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She said, all right, I'll pull out some chicken. We'll do that for you tomorrow.
We just went out in the yard and got one.
Yeah, well, tomorrow rolled around. It was my birthday. No, well, my chickens, man.
You do not like when I talk about eating them.
Well, why would you want to? They're so.
You have 100.
Yeah, it's true. But
if they all got names, then it's different.
So it ended up being a low key because I got home from work, got a late lunch, and I was like, babe, let's just go low key. So we went low key and had like pizza or something. I don't know. I forget. That's how low key it was.
Right. So sounds like a good day, relaxing day. No stress, no pressure, babe.
Man, that's how it's been so far. It's the shorter days. It's winter. It's hard to go outside unless you're having to do shit with the chicken coop or whatever. It's like nobody wants to go outside when it's cold, except for today, man. What was it, like 62 degrees?
I tried to avoid it. I didn't feel that great.
So, yeah, well, that's right. You didn't go to work, but I did, and the drive wasn't bad.
I mean, it was nice outside. Let the dogs out, things like that. I mean, it was great weather.
Hell yeah.
It's one of those times it sucks when you don't feel good. You're under the weather because you don't get to go out there and actually enjoy it. Well, that's the shitty part.
Well, it's just the days being short. By the time you drive home, it's like freaking dark out already. You know,
That's why we started the show.
We started the show a little bit early, so you're probably catching this on the back end. You're probably not watching it live unless you're
Devin James.
Thank
you for tuning in. We appreciate you. He said Greenland. Troops to Greenland. Are we sending troops to Greenland? Are we about to seize them? I know that they were saying they wanted to make a part of the territories because it was a good position for security for America.
I
mean, we already sent them to Venezuela.
Yeah. Yeah, that would pretty.
You ever seen a fresher president? Gray Nike Tech outfit?
Oh yeah. No,
who wears that as a president? Normally they're in suits.
Very laid back.
Sounds fake as fuck. That's what it sounds like to me. Just saying. Sounds fake as fuck. But we do want to say before we get too far ahead of ourselves, if you want to bless Casey for his birthday, even though it's a belated birthday, Cash App is money sign Tinkerbell 1979 if you want to bless him. You don't have to. He was very upset with me for wanting to do this. But again, we're not asking you for donations. But if you want to help with the gambling fund, which we'll be talking about here shortly, feel free to contribute.
Hey, 2026, I'm marking it now. It's going to be the rise of the gambling. The gambling rise of 2026.
I will not be participating in the gambling rise of 2026. I shall gamble, but it will not be the rise of gambling. For me, I've already had my peak gambling years. I do it for fun now. But I will go in support of you, and I have no problem going and saying, dragging him out when he's winning. You know what I mean? Because he's been hitting. I ain't gonna lie.
When I'm winning up. Yep. Mike,
So I mean, out of curiosity, I mean, what's your favorite way to gamble?
well, and like I said, 2026 is the rise. It started with like the sports betting that just hit Missouri, right? And
Yeah.
it got big and everything. Everybody's sports betting. Oh, you can go in there, it's free money, blah blah blah. I'm not a good sports gambler. I uploaded.
The hell you're not. You smacked on Yahoo Sports this year.
I did, and I deleted it. But know how much I lost over the years, especially when I was like drinking and going, "Oh, I'll put $90 on this."
Oh yeah, it's totally
yeah, or $90. But
he's had some pretty strong weeks though in the fantasy football league on Yahoo. You were blowing my mind. I was like,
Dude,
damn, this dude is hitting.
I was
like,
hitting some. It was pretty cool, and then I won that big one. I forget how much it was, but
it was a good one. I don't.
It was
remember
enough to where I didn't go back in the app. So, and that's just fantasy football. That was like quarter friggin' spreads and shit. But now they have like you bet the over, you bet the under, you bet how many times he touches the ball, how many times he
Too
runs
much.
to the left side of the field, to the right side of the field. There's so much you can gamble on. It'll tickle your fancy one way or another. And
that scared me away.
There is so much stuff that goes on with sports, with all this NBA shit that you hear about, and all this shady stuff. I don't want to be gambling on something that's controlled by an athlete that can fake an injury or this can happen.
Did you see Myles Garrett's final sack? Joe Burrow laid down before he even touched him.
No.
Yeah, like he had to set the sack record. He had to get one more sack, and Joe Burrow literally laid down and just let him touch him. It was the most obvious. We're swinging it in your favor today I've ever seen. So I just, what's your favorite way to gamble?
You know what? Lately, as far as like going to the Ameristar and craps and roulette. Roulette can be a strategic, like battle where
we'll get into the strategy.
Yeah, there's strategy. So it's like, and when you start hitting and like it's working, you get that feeling like, yeah, it's like to double your money and just like or win $16 in just a little roll, small wager, and then get a big one and like, oh, I just won $90 off this one roll and I only put down so many chips.
5 turns to 175. Yeah, $5 turns to 175. The moment you hit a number, you'll realize really quick, I'm stuck at the table.
Yeah, and if you look up different ways you can play roulette, you can play little, and if you start digging a hole, eventually you'll catch yourself.
But what's your favorite?
Bubble craps.
Okay.
Bubble craps.
What makes it your favorite?
Bubble craps is how quick you can make money, and the odds of rolling out are low, where it's not like roulette where you're 1 in 36 chance of hitting a number.
1 in 30 technically, because you got 0 and 00.
And well, of course, and that's what gives the odds to the casino. But what I like about bubble craps and craps is that there's one number you don't want to roll. So,
and what's that number? For those who don't know,
it's a 7. And the unfortunate thing is, 7 has been my catchphrase number. My kids know it. They ask me any question. Hey, Dad, what's this and this? 7. It's 7. So I think about 7 all the time. So I really have to get past that because you don't want to think about the number you're trying not to roll.
I was like, that's definitely not the strategy.
Roll through 2 through 12, and as long as you can keep that 7 off the board long enough, oh my God, the runs you can go on and double your money and double sixes, and you play crapless. Oh my God, the opportunities to hit that 2 and 6 or 2 and 12. Ooh, hand pay. Haven't hit it yet, but I will. I ain't
hit it yet, but it'll happen.
Yeah, I'm almost even.
Yeah. Last time when we were there, you walked out up.
I did. I walked out with $155 richer.
There you go. That's a win. If you go to the casino, to walk out with $1 up is a win.
Here's what I did. I took a couple $100. I put in the bubble craps machine, and I put money down the whole line of every number. All right, like $20 or whatever. I did one roll, and it hit double sixes, and that was the best odds for a number. So as soon as it hit, I could have rolled a couple more times and probably got lucky.
He should have rolled one more time.
He said he should have rolled.
We walked out. I was like, why didn't you roll? I waited till we were out of the casino all the way at the cars, and I said, I can't believe you didn't roll again after the hard 6.
He's like, you didn't even take down your chips and try to like go for the bonus or anything. I was like, yeah, I could have done a couple more rolls, but I was so excited to have my plan pay off, putting one roll down, $200, winning 155 off a great number. I was in shock, like, oh my god, it worked! Get the fuck out of here! It's like, if I don't get out of here now, my wife will never let me do it again.
No, that's real. First time we went, I was up 1,000, walked out with 0, but that was my fault. And we're not gonna go there. Somebody not sticking to the plan.
It goes to the what everybody says. You stay at a casino long enough, you're going to lose your money.
The rule of thumb is when you set a plan to go in a casino, you stick to your plan, or then you lose your money. That's the strategy, right? When you go in, your plan, double your money. Almost, right? Some people go in, they have a plan.
How did you lose your money?
I just told you, gambling.
Well, no, but what did you play?
Roulette.
And then what did you play after that?
Craps, and I won
The
it back.
slots?
No, I won money on the slots.
Okay.
Casey doesn't like to accept the fact we were supposed to go in there and play roulette
Oh, no, I'm asking you questions.
or craps.
You keep bringing this up. You bring up that I was sitting at the roulette table, and you're like, you ready to go to the craps? And you said, oh, you're hitting. I was like, yeah, I'm hitting. I was up like $400. So you walked away.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I came back $600 richer.
And then you came back $600 richer.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So
Mm-hmm.
we were both ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sat down and you lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So quit bringing me up in the story like I'm like the number one advocate for you losing your money.
He was my ride, guys. I would have been by most.
He was drinking heavily. You were drunk.
Drunk as fuck. Drunk as a skunk. Everybody knows me, knows I'm a drinker. I was through the roof. Actually threw up in the parking lot on the way out.
Really gross. But we're gonna go back.
Chunks, blue chunks, baby.
No, but we're gonna go back, and what I want to go back and do is I want to throw some dice.
My favorite way to gamble, since Casey never shot the question back and he went on a tangent, I like to gamble in the city, calling people niggas and running. That's my favorite way to gamble.
I doubt it.
100%. You're right. I don't run. That's the only part. That's my favorite way to gamble. Now, honestly, my favorite way to gamble is doing 100 on the highway in traffic and hoping my brakes work when I hit them.
That is a gamble.
It's a gamble. Now, I'm a roulette player. That's my downfall, and that's what it is. I sat over there with Casey. Casey was hitting. I should have followed his strategy. I have a set numbers that I run. And unfortunately, the numbers did not hit at all. Like, I don't, and it's crazy because right when I walked off from the table, one of my numbers hit, and I was like, ain't that a bitch? But I was already out. I had to go make my money back elsewhere. I will say that the craps machines, they definitely piqued my interest. I was surprised how quick they hit. The other side is I feel like it's only 1 out of the 4 that hits, right? So like they're making their money back on the other 3 while you're gambling at the 1. Because Casey played at 1, didn't hit, I hit. Last time we went, I didn't sit at the machine I sat at before. The dude that was sitting there though was winning, and I lost. So it's kind of like all superstition, right? But we know that there is some kind of, when you're working with the computer, there's some kind of data in there that says this one has to win over this one, or else the casino would go broke.
Yeah, I never sat at the like something digital, lost my money, and said, "Oh, that was fair." Because you always want to assume it's not fair because they want to get their money, and it's not fair. You will lose if you keep playing. It is destined to make you lose.
You can lose on your first spin on some of them. So
you just want your little session to be during the time where it's going to hit. Just like you go to the gas station, you get a couple scratchers. Not that you're guaranteed to win something, but if you get that one,
it can be a win.
You get that one, and you got $10,000. Oh my God!
That would be crazy.
So and so.
That would be crazy to get a scratch off and hit 10 grand. That would be crazy. Like, I don't think I would ever buy a scratch off again if that happened.
I would reinvest it to more scratchers.
Just different. But I personally would. I would retire from scratchers if I hit 10,000 and had to go to Jeff City. That's a hell of a win. But I mean, $100 here, $100 there. Those are what keep you into the scratchers. I've won $100. I'm sure you've won $100. I'm sure Paula's won $100 on scratchers. That's a common hit, not a common hit, but if you play scratchers, you're gonna hit it eventually.
Actually, real talk, which I don't use that word very much, but it pertains. Real talk. The first time I went to the casino was because she hit $200 on a scratcher, so that was extra, not in the budget money.
So that's Paula's way of gambling, from what I understand. She likes scratchers.
She likes scratchers.
I know she likes slots, right?
And she also likes speeding on the highway like you. But she likes scratchers too.
Yep. No, I really don't speed on the highway. I actually, you've rode with me. Fuck,
No,
I
you
ride
ride
like a
slow.
grandpa.
Paula does speed on the highway. She
Yeah,
got
so
pulled
does
over the
Asia.
other day.
I'm sorry, Paul. I don't mean to laugh, but Asia's been flat.
No, here's the story. Here's the story. Paula gets home. She's like, I got pulled over, and I already know because I talked to her. But yeah, she said she got pulled over on Highway 70, and she's in a little Volvo. She's got her baseball cap on. It's Saturday. She just worked all fucking day. She's trying to race home. She's hungry, and the state trooper guy starts walking back behind her, the Volvo, and he's looking inside and everything, looking all suspicious. And here's my wife turns her head and goes, just starts waving at him. So he immediately knows he wasn't,
in
anything.
harm's way. Yeah.
Yeah, but she just said she was on her way home, and he let her go with the,
With warning.
pretty cool. Yeah, she said,
Hey,
and because Paula said,
it's because you waved at him, Paula.
Paula said that when she gets pulled over for speeding, she understands that she speeds all the fucking time, and that it's just gonna happen eventually. So she said, I was treating it like I was gonna get a ticket, and that's happened before. It's not a big deal. I speed a lot, and he just told me to slow down, and
It's crazy work. It's gonna happen eventually. I'll just accept it and take it on the chin.
exactly.
That's why I do the speed limit.
I
I don't
always
want
do
a
the
ticket.
I hate speeding
I do not want tickets.
unless
It
unless
was
you
about time.
He said
Hey,
that.
that's crazy, Paula.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Paula knows
awesome.
she was due.
Hey, that's when you know you were like in good spirit all the time. Because I would be like, son of a bitch. The
I know.
one time I hit the gas, because I don't speed all the time, I'd be like, God damn. Only time I'm speeding is, I will say, if I'm trying to get home, if I have something I need to do, like if I'm running behind, right? Then of course we all hit the gas. But I'm not one to, and it sounds bad saying this, like I know I'm gonna be 5 minutes too late to work. I'm not gonna speed up to shave a minute off.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna do
I'll
it.
drive slow for that. Now, if I just left the gas station and I realized I left my phone in the shitter,
Oh
oh man, I'm cutting through
Hey, I was
traffic.
gonna say I'm rolling.
If I
in.
hit somebody, I'm not leaving a note.
That's crazy. I'm not trying to hit anybody.
The credit cards has my player's card for the casino.
Oh, it's got everything.
Yeah, it has everything in it. So
That makes a difference. Yeah, your wallet that you left. You didn't leave your phone. You left your wallet
The
at the
only-
gas station.
the only other time that I've ran so fast, like out of a scene, when I realized like I left my phone
There
somewhere.
you go, Paula. He said he let me go because I was honest and accountable. Honesty and accountability go a long way in this world. I just wish people understood.
Oh, she said she lets me go because of that.
No, that's what the cop let her go for.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, she's very accountable. She wasn't trying to schmooze her way out or nothing. She was straight with it.
Yeah, because my windows are tinted. The one thing I do to let them know that I'm not hostile, and this is a tip for you: if you ever get pulled over, they recommend if you have tinted windows, just drop them off. Puts the cops at ease. If you roll down the windows, let them know so they can see through the car and know there's not a hostile threat behind you.
Yeah.
So yeah, as soon as I get pulled over, I immediately roll them down.
Yeah.
But now, as far as gambling, I mean, I do like slot machines. It's my problem is I'm a creature of habit, right?
Mhm.
So like I have the same slot machines I play because I've hit on them before. So I
Yeah.
don't like to branch out to new ones.
Mhm.
I get superstitious. Like I said, the roulette table. Like I won't go back to a crap, or it's not roulette, but the craps table. I won't go back to a different craps machine ever again, except for the one that I hit on when we were together. Right? Like it's just a thing. The bubble craps machine you sat at was the one that I hit at the first time we went. So it's kind of, I have faith in the machine if it's paid me before. Now, if it's ate me alive for $300, $400, $500 in a matter of 30
You ain't gonna
seconds,
go back and be an idiot.
yeah, I mean, you've seen what happened the last time. So,
And check this out. What if like, nah, I'm just looking too much into superstitious stuff.
what?
But no, gambling in general is just a bad idea. If you are short cash and you're in a bad place where you need every cent that you make,
Then you
you
probably,
probably shouldn't gamble. Now, if you're doing all right, you got all your boxes checked, you're, making an income and
Bills
you're budgeting
paid.
for things like hobbies, call it a hobby if you will. If you budget for it, it gives you enjoyment.
Fridge is full, bills paid, gas tank's full, got money for food,
Got all your chickens fed.
everything's taken care of. You got a few hundred extra and you want to try to fuck it off to see if you can make it 1,000 to get back extra money. It's just like the stock market. The only thing it pays quicker, you know?
There's a lot of intuition and instinct and odds that go into it. So it's
I
not
don't believe none of that. I believe it is pure luck.
okay. Well, you can just go there and throw money on some numbers and keep throwing the dice, but you need to know when to push, when to pull down,
Mhm.
when to double down. There's all types of ways to be strategic with whichever way you like to gamble. And I feel like it's an art form.
So I can see blackjack having a strategy. because obviously it's cards. There's a certain amount of cards in the deck. Obviously, counting cards has
Mhm.
been proven to be a thing they can do. I can even see poker having a strategy, being able to read body language, things like that. When it comes to craps, though, it's literally a roll of the dice, right? Because there's been times you're on a roll and then there goes the wall. We had a time where I hit the horn a couple times in a row, and then the last time I played, couldn't hit the horn to save my life. So it's a give and take. You know what I mean? I will say roulette is a pure, unless I mean Casey has strategy. He plays with strategies, which we'll let him break down for you in a minute. I'm a number guy, right? So if my numbers are hitting, they normally tend to hit over and over, and I'm winning. If they're not hitting, I'm walking away with nothing because I'm going to commit to my numbers. Casey plays strategy. If you want to explain one of your strategies, feel free.
In a nutshell, I'm not going to get into detail because it's kind of hard to explain unless you're actually gambling and showing you. But it's called a martingale strategy. So every roll of the roulette, it has the odds of hitting any number. But if you look at the numbers and what they hit over the last 5 rolls, 10 rolls, 20 rolls, eventually it's statistically going to be the same percentage on every number. So you might have a surge of this number hitting, but over time it's going to even out. So a martingale strategy is where you would bet 2/3 of the board, for example. There's 3 columns. You put 60 or $30 here, $30 here. If you win, you win
30
90.
bucks.
Or you get $90 and you bet 60 for it. You win 30. If you lose, well, double up the bet for the next one. You
It's
can lose again.
statistically gonna hit.
Eventually, it's going to hit. I use $30 as a pretty high number. Usually, the minimum's 15 or 20 on a roulette table on the outer circle. So if you start with 15, you put that bet down 5 or 6 times and you double it, or it's going to hit eventually. So there's a safe way of betting if you use small increments, not long periods of time, but long enough to put money down on 2/3 of the board. It worked for me, and it was so much fucking
He was
fun.
hitting, which is why I walked up and was like, "He's tagging. Let him go. Let him float."
When I played roulette back in the day, I would just pick numbers, pick these two, this two, zeros, whatever, and then I'd watch the wheel, and I couldn't wait to see where. When I was doing my strategy stuff, oh my god, it's like I wouldn't hit this round. Yeah, it's cool, but I know I'm gonna hit one of the next 2 rounds. I wouldn't even watch the ball. I was just chilling in my seat, drinking my stuff. I wait for them to look at the screen to see what pops up, and I just smile because I was ahead, fucking $300. A little bit here, a little bit there, and even the dude next to me was like, because he was like, "How'd you know to put your chips there?" And I was doing this one method, and I was like, "Oh, on YouTube, I looked at this one thing, and I hit another one more shortly after that." And he leaned over, he was like, "Man, what's this YouTube telling you?" And I was like,
Mhm.
"Dude, for a second, I felt like a guru, I knew what I was doing, and it was my first fucking time on a roulette table in like
Nothing
8
wrong with it.
years."
But it did appear you knew what you were doing. You were hitting. It seemed like every spin.
And it was fun. It took away hours of my time that brought me with enjoyment, excitement, and it didn't cost me any money, and I got lucky. So if it does cost me money next time, if I know when to pull away and I don't get lured in by the almighty dollar,
We
which
won't be lured in by the almighty dollar.
everybody who knows me knows I hate money. But when it turns into a game and I don't like losing, well, I'm gonna try to win some money, but it's gonna be fun. You know, ups and downs, baby. That
You like
adrenaline
money
rush.
a little bit because you gamble, just a little. You may not love money.
I like money because I'm gambling, and that's the art of this game.
I like money
But
because
I
it allows you
also
to do
like
stuff.
when I'm making knives, I also like accumulating good quality metals, and I cherish those the same as I
Mhm.
cherish a dollar at the roulette table. So it's
This is true, and you enjoy a nice wood, a nice hard wood.
hey, and when summer rolls back around
No
and there's
diddy.
more hours in the
That was whoa. When I said that, I was
hey,
like, wait a minute.
dude, I got the hardest wood in town.
Hey, which one is it?
Step into my garage. Let me show you my wood.
He's got some shit, man. He's accumulated.
I have a good collection, and it's so well. It's nice today, but with the weather, it's like there's not enough time to go out after I get home and do all that shit. So
At all.
yeah, so after work,
Today would have been a good day though, that you might have been able to swing a hammer a couple times. It
oh,
was good
without a
weather.
doubt. But if I wasn't at work, but work's
If you
so
weren't
busy,
here,
shit.
no, I'm saying if you weren't here, because you would have had a little bit of time. But
So I don't know. I see that being a little bit of a hobby in the future. And if it starts to bite me, I'll pull back, find a different hobby. That's easy.
or if you start winning.
Or start winning.
The goal
But
this year is me and Casey to get a gambling channel rolling.
oh man, that'd be tight. And if anybody watches the gambling channel, there's a dude called Bluff, and
We're
I
not
follow
giving
him.
him no
He's awesome.
props. We're gonna do this when we start our channel.
Reggie Mush,
Every
Bluff.
subscriber We're gonna do the 10-cent challenge.
Brandino.
We're gonna do the 10-cent challenge, right? And every subscriber will bet 10 cents. So every 10 people will be $1, and we'll slowly grow it.
Good idea.
Yeah. So,
And they actually did a growth thing that we can do where every subscriber we get, we can put a price tag on that. It can be bet it all on black or all on red or put it on a thing for
that's what I was saying. 10 cents per
skit.
subscriber. Every 10 we'll go bet. Every 10 will be $1, right? So you get to 1,000, it's $100. Basically.
$100, and then it'll be 200. One day we'll have like
10,000
5,000 all on a baccarat hand or something.
I'll do baccarat before I ever do
baccarat.
a roulette spin. But yeah, I'll do baccarat for sure.
Baccarat,
no problem.
If you
baccarat,
oh my god,
however you say it,
baccarat.
Oh.
Whoever gets the closest to 9, and there's no, you guess, banker or player, you pick one.
It's basically heads or tails.
Heads or tails, and actually, these guys will take like their player's card, they'll flip it. All right, banker. I watched a dude lose $5,000
doing that, probably.
Yes.
There's a board. You read back every 3, drop 1, and they supposedly that's your play.
Yeah, and sometimes there's mixed readings on the board because it's one shoe, shoe of cards. But he took the pumpkin. It was bluff. He said, no one tells me what. He's all cocky with it and shit. And he puts it on fucking player.
I've played baccarat one time. Was losing until the Asian lady next to me, swear to God, grabbed one of my $25 chips and put it on whatever the side bet was, and I won 25, some crazy amount of money. It was like 2,500, $5,000. I don't remember the exact amount. I was mind blown. I just looked at the bitch like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, how did you know? Threw her a tip and got the fuck away from the table. I was like, I'm out of here. I don't know what just occurred, but I'm back up. I'm out of here.
Somebody was looking out for you.
Well, the whole table bet it. Like, the whole table at the same time. I was sitting at a table with Asians, which if you play baccarat, that's where you want to be. They know how to read that board. It's no racism involved. That's the game they play because it's the best odds in the casino. Technically, they say next to blackjack or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they know what they're doing. And if I'm going to ever play baccarat, I would love to go in on like a Saturday night when the table's loaded and go over there because they're all yelling and screaming because they're all winning money together. That's the kind of vibe I want to be in. We're all winning, not losing.
Apparently what Dana White has...
Matter of fact, let's just say what Dana White says. We got the video. Actually, I do believe I uploaded it. Let me see. Yep, this is what Dana White says about games.
Yeah.
If you walk in and you have $500, right? And you start playing with $500 and you win $500, get the fuck out of there. Leave. You just doubled your money, okay? Well, what do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna sit there and win $1 million fucking dollars? I promise you're not, okay? I'm not there to have fun, and I don't want their fucking liquor, and I don't want to fuck. I'm there to win. So I bet as high as they will let me bet. And if I bet $75,000 and I win 2 fucking hands, I leave.
One thing I like that he said there is 1, leave while you're up. But 2, he doesn't take the free liquor. He doesn't take the free shit that they try to incentivize you with to keep you there longer. He gets in, gets out. And me and Casey were talking about it, the ways that they try to keep you there with no clocks, no windows. They pump the building full of oxygen so you stay awake. You'll walk out at 3, 4 in the morning. I've done this.
Mm-hmm.
Wide the fuck awake. And by the time you get home, you're ready to crash. You're like, what the fuck? It's simply because they've been pumping it with oxygen. So it's
oxygen, the clocks. Apparently every casino tries to make it an obstacle just to get out the front door. It's always like you have to go down here, the steps around, pass all the loud slot machines.
I know about is they give ugly carpet so you stay looking up. If you ever go in the casino, you look down, you'll see busy carpet. It always makes you look up because your eyes overload at the ground. That's one of the psychology tricks I learned a long time ago. And anytime I go in a casino, I always look down at the carpet. And sure enough, you're like, yeah, I see why you're not staring at that. And then you look at the roof. Every once in a while, you might see artwork in certain spots, but it's normally geared to make you look back down at the table. They've got that shit down to a science to keep you there. Whether it be food, they even at Ameristar put a restaurant in the casino, so you don't even have to walk out of the casino to get food.
Mm-hmm.
You can just walk to the back, grab some food, which is a really good restaurant, by the way, named Asia. hit it, eat it, right back to the floor. I've done it many times, and it's the strategy. And let me tell you, it fucking works.
Paula said they got her because she when we went together, I went to the roulette table. She went to she's put $20 in a slot machine and it hit like 90 something bucks. She was playing on $20 almost the whole time we were there. We weren't there for a long time or nothing, but she said she hit the first bonus and then it teased her with the small bonus. She was going to get up, but then it gave her a little bit more,
Mhm.
and then it gave her
One of
but
my
then-
favorite lines to say at the casino when somebody's with me is, "This is my last spin."
Oh,
When you
God,
say
well,
that, for some reason that fucking thing turns over, and then you're back at the casino. You're back gambling.
and I was watching so many videos on it. I was like, babe, you got to get up after you
After
sweat
you
it
hit.
like 6 more times. You get nothing. You get up. She's like, yeah, but then it hit again. I was like, and then it didn't. And then
So with slots, when this is watching Vegas Mad, turn the volume all the way up, and if it doesn't hit in the first 6 spins, it ain't hitting. That is like a thing they say. Pull your money out if you want to play that machine. Pull your money out and then put it back in after 6 spins. If it
I
doesn't
saw
turn
another-
over in 6.
I saw another dude. I don't know what success he saw from it. Actually, I think he came out better than the other way. But he did 5 spins on each slot machine. Just the first 5 spins, and then he'd pull out his money and go to another one. Yeah.
I actually seen that video too. That was one dude. I'm not going to say their names, but I actually got a video of Casey at the machines. Matter of fact,
Scrape it, scrape that motherfucker, scrape that shit, Johnny.
that dude's face at the end is a wired junkie.
Yeah. I was on some crack that day.
For the record, that's not Casey. For those who are not smart enough to put 2 and 2 together, Casey has a head full of luscious locks, and he doesn't have psycho eyes half the time.
Half the time, ain't that the truth, babe?
Oh shit! No, it was funny when watching Casey play slots was more entertaining for me than playing the slot machine.
What? Oh,
Yes, I swear to God, you were way animated at that slot machine. I'm like, what
Okay.
the fuck?
Can I go to hear a story and why I'm
Well, really quick, for a man that don't love money, he gets excited at that slot machine. I promise to God.
you're gonna think this is dumb. All right. But my first time at a casino where I saw somebody hit on a slot machine, I've never seen that really. I finally saw it. I'm gonna make up a name because I don't know if they ever listen to this. It's this gay dude. He's really flamboyant. We'll call him Billy. Okay. Billy was drunk going through the casino and he was doing his little flamboyant thing. And he sat at Buffalo and then you hit this jackpot and he was all like doing the magic fingers. Woo! Then he went over to that one. Remember that slot that had like the beer ladies holding the big things of beer and shit that fills up the beer.
The maiden.
Dude, he hit this bonus so hard, and it seems like every time he was going, woo, it gave him extra bonus and money, and he was loud, and everybody was like circling
So
around.
they have cameras that actually watch and read your body temperature when you hit to see if you react. And I 100% believe that plays into how much you win because of what you just said. People crowd around, people start staring, and people start spending more money. And that goes with the volume. That's why they say your volume on the slot has to be up for you to hit those majors because they want the people around it to hear it.
But the funny thing is, when I started doing slots and I wasn't hitting, I swear to God, it was like, this is like, not too long ago, but nobody was looking around, so I started going, woo! I just started doing like, I swear to God.
Did you hit?
Woo! I thought maybe that the machine heard me. It was like a trigger. I was
Did it
like,
work?
no.
I was thinking maybe at the end of this you were
No.
gonna say a trigger, and I was gonna say, hey, maybe we need to spirit finger that bitch.
No. I do try to enjoy myself. So if I'm
Yes,
hitting
you should.
something, yeah, I'm gonna throw a little out
It's
there,
the
but
people that go into the casino that are like,
no,
you're
it's
like, why
yeah.
the fuck are you here? Like, you're having no fun.
Marge, the bus is here.
Like,
Time to go back home.
if anything, that would be stressful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly half the time I don't expect to win unless I'm playing roulette or you know what I'm saying, something that I feel like I control my bet a little more, even though you don't. But the one table I don't sit at is the poker table because I don't know how to play Mississippi Mud. And I've sat at the table trying to figure. I do like Pai Gow poker. Don't get me wrong. But Mississippi Mud, that's the one that I want to play so bad because it has the little red dot where you put $1 on there and you can hit the jackpot off $1 and it'd be 413,000 or whatever. First time I ever seen a jackpot though, and this is real shit. JC, if he was listening, he could vouch. I was walking to a machine, person beat me to it. 3 spins in, they hit $100,000. Only thing different, they weren't betting what I was going to bet because I was definitely going to bet max bet. They won that on 75 cents.
I was also told that the algorithm it changes when you go from one
Denomination to another.
It's just
So you
because
want
you're
to
ready to get
bet
a bonus.
higher denominations, lower bet, and you'll hit. They say you want to, but I've played Asia. If you're listening, don't judge me. I've played $50 spins. I've played $100 spins. I've played all of them, and I've won the most money on $8.88. That's for some reason that's the one that I hit on. But I also have never played 75 cents a spin because I'm like, this ain't gonna pay. This ain't gonna pay. I'm the motherfucker that if I'm a gamble, I'm trying to win. You know what I mean? Like I told you, comma or bust. Like if I don't see a comma, it's a bust. So
yeah, slot machines is fun to where like if you want to have a little fun while you're at the casino and you're ahead, pocket all the money that you're taking home and don't dig into that pocket. If you got free bullets, like extra money that you got just lingering and you want to throw some in slots, have a good time. It's a fucking video game. I'm still a kid at heart.
literally,
I want to play video games. I don't because it would take up too much of my time. But you know, throw a couple in the slot. Try to get lucky. Get that fucking buffalo.
we've all seen the story of the person walking out. They put their last $5 in the machine and boom, jackpot. We've all heard the story. I'm trying to live the story.
I want to be that guy just once.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I
like-
want to live it.
As we're dying every day at a time, we're getting closer to death, and our chance to hit being that guy just goes down a little bit more. So when you see that crazy guy naked on the top of a mountain, fucking circling and helicoptering his shirt, that's that guy that realizes time is limited. And I just wanted to get naked.
How'd you see the guy at the top of the mountain unless you were there with him?
That's not the point, Stacy. My point is,
I was
everybody
like, how
has
the
a
fuck
goal.
Did you see that?
and you should get naked with other men.
This dude, him and his homosexuality rages. I don't understand.
Man, give me a kiss and shut up.
This dude, hey,
Give me a kiss.
do
and
me a
shut
favor.
up.
Do me a favor. Get that
Just kidding.
surgery, and we
I'm
can
just-
maybe. No, I'm just fucking. Which even then, we're not considering it. Like,
Well, to pay for it, we're gonna have to go
Okay.
gambling.
well, I'm sorry. To pay for it, we gotta gamble more.
If we had 10,000, I get my dick chopped off. We're gonna celebrate.
Negative captain. I'll be
We
dragging
made
him out of that
10,000.
room.
I get a chop off my
I'll be calling
wiener.
Paula like, "Hey, get this motherfucker in a psych ward now. Like,
Oh,
get us a dose of lithium." Like, that's what I would be. I'm sorry.
do you ever like look outside your like what you like say, man? 46 years old talking about chopping off wieners.
I'm not 46, so I never thought like that. I actually don't ever think about chopping off wieners. It's never really been my thing.
I just did.
I know you did.
Okay.
I know. Still didn't give it much thought. Just saying. Never been something that crosses my mind. Never something I ever thought about. Never. I've never even daydreamed about what it's like to be a girl. Like I hear motherfuckers be like, "You know what it'd be like to be a woman?" No, never thought about it. I'm a man. Sorry. You might be gay. Real shit.
Hey, speaking of gay, that's a cute outfit.
Hey, sunny days, sunny day.
When I turned onto your street and you're standing outside, I naturally slowed down.
When you don't feel good, you got to brighten your day up with your clothing.
Oh yeah,
It's the way to do it.
you know,
That's all I
like
can
the-
say.
bright like the sun.
I know. Normally, I wear this on rainy days, so I can be the sunshine on a rainy day.
Rainy days. Oh no, that's not how the song goes. No, sunny
at all.
days.
So, with that one, I will say, what are some other ways you think that you gamble in your daily life besides walking out of the house?
Yeah, where you're taking a chance to try to get more.
What would you say is the average daily gamble?
I say speeding on the highway, getting to places.
And it blows my mind because unless you're traveling a really
Not to
long
bring that up again.
distance, you don't really shave off time.
You don't. You at most from a regular trip from A to B, you save
1
at the
minute.
most a minute to 5 minutes.
And
Try-
that
try to
5
be
minutes
there.
is a long, like that's a 45-minute to an hour trip. You know what I mean? Like that's
everybody's been frustrated in traffic, raced past 5 people, and then got off your exit. And as you're slowing down on the exit, those 5 people pass you.
Mhm.
It's like, what did you gain? Nothing.
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 Nothing
You
at all.
impatient prick. No
I
thanks.
have had people though that my favorite because of the type of car I drive, they want to race all the time, right? I'm like, why? Like, one, if you know your car is slower, why? Number one, that I know you want to hear mine, but if you want to hear mine, well, go buy it because my tires and brakes are too expensive to
Yeah,
race everybody.
yeah.
So,
Rev your engine.
nope. Hey, have you been in the car with me when they
Oh,
do
wait.
that?
No, no.
I was
no.
gonna say people will pull up and they'll be Asia's
Oh, I
like
can see
Asia
that.
will go like this. Their
Uh,
window down on the highway. Where rev the engine? I'll look over. I'll be like, sir, you can't afford my car insurance. I'm good.
I'm guessing the
What?
window is down.
Who's?
Yours.
No, they don't even have to see in the car. They do it all the time.
Really?
Swear.
Man, I
It's
think we're
always
at a time and age where if you were to cruise up to an SUV or any car where the windows are completely blacked out, you can't see a reflection, a halo, nothing inside, and you start doing gestures towards it, you're a fucking idiot.
you're
You
on
just
the
don't know that.
highway. When they
Doesn't
do it,
matter if
they
you're
don't-
on the highway.
I think I've only
People
had it
get
happen
shot on the highway
side
all the
street.
time.
I've only had it happen on like a side street maybe once or twice, but it normally is on the highway. I did have a really cool one time. We were going to Asia's mom's, and this dude with a BMW came up, and it had one of the like drone cameras that was on it, and he signaled, and we took off together. I ain't gonna stunt. Whatever fuck was in his car, it was fast. I was like, and this is why I don't race. You know what I mean? Because he was committed. I was not. At 80 miles an hour, I
Fast and the
slowed down.
Furious.
At 120, he was still going. I'm pretty sure. Like it was, I'm good. That's not my lifestyle choice. I don't want to die in a car accident. This ain't
Yeah.
Paul Walker. So I will say, on a recap though, some we talked about recap 2025. Recap some of your favorite moments of 2025.
And 2025, what cool shit happened in 2025?
Do, 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 do.
All right. Oh, yes. Very much.
There we go.
That just brings back memories of like chilling out in the yard and the wind blowing and you're just real comfortable.
I know one of your cool memories you told me.
What?
You and Paula sitting on top of the garage, on
Sitting
top
on
of the
top-
barn.
Paul and I sat on top of the barn and yeah, we overlooked the house. We sat in a couple chairs and
I thought it was pretty cool.
oh,
Just
it
hearing
was-
about it, I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
2025, what
Dog
happened
running around.
good? I ain't gonna lie, 2025 was fucked up.
Yeah, it was, man.
You want to recap some bad shit? No, like,
I think it was man, what was fucked up about it? It's like we rolled into 2025 with the presidency. That's what it was. It was a
we
presidential.
did roll into the presidential change.
And everything just before that was so hyped because that was once in a 4-year, thing, a big thing coming. That I think everybody was waiting for the world to explode. Like something was gonna happen.
I feel like a lot of people thought it was going to be the end of the world in 2025. I'm not going to say it was a bad year. It wasn't a great year. It was just kind of a numb year.
I thought things were gonna be on and popping and great just because, I felt like we got the bad out of the White House, so to speak, but that's because, I was rooting and hollering for that side.
And
I
we
felt
got
like
even
we
more
won.
bad in the White House. It's crazy.
Well, I think it's better, but
I
I
didn't
just
say he was bad. I didn't say he was worse.
but I pumped the brakes since it happened because I get riled up when I want my side to win, but hindsight 2020, I would have done the same thing because the other side's fucking evil. You pick a
Oh, I
side.
wouldn't change who won. I think the one thing that I think I would have changed last year or going into this year, if we can get Maduro, we can get the Epstein list.
Mm.
If we can fly helicopters into Venezuela and take a motherfucker out of their presidential seat, we should be able to lock up some of these celebrities in 2026 that have been
Yeah.
participating in pedophilia. So if we don't see this Epstein list and arrests start happening, I'm gonna really start questioning some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all I
I
hear
mean,
about is like celebrities.
That's a good thing, though,
jumping
Paula.
countries.
Uneventful year for us personally. That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something we would say. I think that's a good thing. You
Yeah,
don't want eventful.
Yeah, you don't want eventful. I mean, shit. It can go
Unless it's good events like you hit at the casino to 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? That's an event you'll remember.
things do not move forward without change. But we don't want drastic change after so much drastic changes. Shit, I quit drinking. We met. We fucking got a house together. We got chickens. All this stuff was climbing. And
Now
then
it's time to relax.
2025, it was like, plateau. Like, okay, take a couple breaths, sit
I
on
wouldn't
top of the
even- I was gonna
house,
say I wouldn't call it
enjoy
a plateau.
yourself.
I'd call it a
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. And now we're gonna start climbing because we're brainstorming all this time inside the house because it's cold and shit.
Well,
We're-
hell, I mean, you got your basement done. You got some shit done.
Oh yeah, we got
You had
basement
a lot,
stuff done,
lot
yeah.
of shit done in 2025.
But 2026, I think, is gonna be
The year of the tornado.
you think?
They called for a horrible winter. We didn't get a horrible winter. Something tells me that we're gonna have a fucked up weather on the summer side.
Do you think it's gonna? No, never mind.
I don't want it to hail again. That shit is
Do you
crazy.
think there's gonna be a lot more weather manipulation in 2026?
I think what was crazy in 2025 was the first time that Florida did not allow seeding of clouds,
Yeah,
and there were no hurricanes
interesting.
that hit Florida. I think that's something to think about. Now, are they going to allow cloud seeding going forward? Who knows? I do know that it's fucking 50, almost 60 degrees in the middle of December when 2 years ago it was almost 10 inches of snow on the ground right now. Something's fucking off. You know what I'm saying? Like, something's off. I don't know how our seasons change so much.
Didn't the whatever Millennium Computer whatever get found? Was last year like the whole AI thing launched.
Oh, the quantum
quantum
computer? Mhm.
Yeah, so that was a big 2025, not on a personal level, but on
on
like
a world level.
a world level, because that's why AI is
France
so
overthrew
advanced
their government.
right now.
That was a big one. A lot of people overthrew their government last year. I think this is going to be the year that we see us overthrow the government. Like real shit. I think that with the amount of money we're spending on other wars and other countries, I could just see we're to that point now where the millennials can put their foot down and it be heard. Does that make sense? As far as
Yeah, really.
well, it does. I mean,
And what's their argument?
well, their argument is the whole thing right now is protesting taxes, trying to get people to not pay taxes. Hello, hello, welcome. It's and if that happens, I mean, we could see a whole swing and change of government. So who really knows? I do know, however, that I hope this is a year of peace, happiness, and prosperity for everybody because I don't want any more bullshit. I'm tired of fucking hearing about negative. I'm tired of everywhere's negative. I'm hoping that this is the year that people choose to produce positive dialogue instead of tearing everybody down. Let's build people up. Don't we go through weather cycles though? We do go through weather cycles. It's just for me, it's interesting that 2 years ago it was 10 inches of snow, and this year there's been hardly any snow, which is normal. We don't get snow every year, but we also don't get 60-degree weather in the middle of December every year either, which is weird. This isn't normal weather for December, and the whole time I've lived here, this is just weird weather. But I just feel like they're trying to keep us sick with the super flu and all the other shit that they're trying to hit us with, and we're gonna end up in that scenario.
Hey, when you guys are viewing us on like YouTube, does it come in
It comes up straight,
like this?
the vertical angle. Yep.
This?
Yep.
That sucks.
Yep.
We gotta fix that.
Yep.
You can't even see you.
You don't need to. We got greatness in the picture. Why you need to see me? I'm the voice of reason for behind the scenes. Right? Do I say God bless you, or what do I say? Cover your nose, don't blow your snot on the floor. Nigga shit. Anyways,
I'm sorry. Should I have gone inside my shirt into the thing? on my
elbow.
hand?
Everybody knows it's elbow.
I go on the carpet like floor, like face the floor, sneeze. I'm not launching boogers out of my mouth. It's a sneeze.
If the Dems take the House, we will have nothing
How?
but impeachment. They're not going to be able to impeach Trump. That ain't going to happen. I do not see that happen. I do not see him getting thrown out of office. I just don't. I do, however, see maybe Drake getting arrested with his recent indictment. But if they were to impeach Trump, did they impeach him the last time and didn't shit happen?
Oh, they tried to impeach him before he even got
That's what I'm
elected.
saying. Like, well, I'm saying no. The last presidency, they tried to impeach him, and nothing happened. Like, they're not going to get rid of him. I don't see the Democrats taking House and Senate either, though. But who really knows? I mean, there's such false narratives on every front. All I'll say is it's pretty apparent that Donald Trump is protecting his kids, obviously, with this Epstein list, because we know he's on it. At this point, all the pictures, we know he's on.
Protecting his kids. How old are they during this time?
I don't care how old my kids are. I'm gonna protect them. Like that's as a parent, though, I would. I'm always gonna defend my kids. That would always be my thing. Now, there's pictures of him and his kids on the Epstein plane. So
That means that everything happened.
twice. Oh, they tried to impeach him twice. What's TDS? I don't know what TDS is. Fill me in on it.
Trump derangement syndrome.
Oh. There we go. Hey, I could believe that being a real life diagnosis.
Yeah,
nowadays.
people hate him so much they can't see him
Actually,
do good.
and there's people that love him so much. Speaking of, one of my buddies actually called him a retard this morning because he got Trump 2024 tattooed on his hand.
I got to see a picture of that before I believe it. I got to see a picture of that right now before I believe that.
Let's do it.
This is your buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. What's his name?
JC, how about you, boy?
He got it.
Send me a picture of your Trump 2024 tattoo.
I got to see this.
Send it to me. Huh. You think this is the thing? You're gonna learn not to try to pull my card. I don't be lying. So I'll show you one
I just
second.
wanna see a
It's gonna come
tattoo.
through. He sent it to me before, but knowing me, I believe the shit. In my mind, I was just like, this motherfucker retarded. Yeah, it's a good thing Biden didn't protect Hunter. Right. I know you're being sarcastic, but that's a good one. Good shot at Casey. I like that, Nona.
Good shot at Casey.
Yeah, it's a good thing that Biden didn't protect Hunter. How he wrote him off.
Good thing Biden didn't protect Hunter.
You gonna look?
Trump 2024. Show that to the camera. That's crazy.
Thought I was lying.
No, I didn't think. I did not say you're lying. I said I had to see it to believe it. I didn't say I think you're. I didn't say you're lying. If I said you're lying, I wouldn't have to see it.
Fair enough. He said, "I want to see the stupidity in action."
No, I was dead ass serious. I
No,
wanted to see a
dude,
tattoo.
when he
a
told
Trump
me, I
tattoo.
said, "Dude, you're fucking retarded." I was like, "Why? Why?" Like, it'd be one thing to have the sticker on your car or something removable, but it's a one-time thing. That's not something you permanently mark yourself with. That's Trump derangement syndrome in my mind. On the positive side of Trump, not just against him. So, but no, yeah, I mean, Biden definitely pardoned Hunter. You know?
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
sure
pardoning that
I'm
was
sure
going
Trump's
on.
going to pardon a shit ton of people before he leaves office.
They all
I hope
pardon
me
people.
included. You know what I mean? But we'll see. But at the end of the day, ain't nothing wrong with supporting your president. That's what America is. You're supposed to support the leader of the country. I don't think to the point where you get tattoos of them and things like that. But I think if you're an American, you should support whoever's chosen as the leader because he was picked by the American population. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That don't mean you got to love them, but you should support your leadership.
Yeah. As a Marine, we were told that our number one in command was the President of the United States. Below him is the 4-star general. So the President is the number one in command. So if I was a Marine and I had a salute and be in front of the President, then yeah, I'm going to do my fucking job. If I worked for the Piggly Wiggly and I didn't like my manager, I can't go tell him to go fuck himself, because you got a fucking job. So
Good, technically.
But
There's
yeah,
a lot
so-
of people that do that on the regular.
So
Actually.
yeah, the president is number one in command. But now that I'm not a Marine, I can speak my mind, but I'm not on duty as a servant of the United States. I can speak my mind because I'm a citizen of the United States. It's a privilege I have.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's something that
So I can
as a
I
Marine,
can
you fight for our
enjoy
freedom.
not a president just as much as I can enjoy having a president.
Yeah, I just personally haven't seen any negative effects yet to my life. So I can't really say one way or the other. I feel like my life has been running pretty normal under both presidencies, except for gas prices and grocery prices.
Oh yeah, same here. I can't
So
under both presidencies. Sometimes I think we're all just being fed stuff, and this is all on TV, but it's like the Truman Show. Our walls is as far as we
I
can
really
see.
believe that.
We're talking about wars that aren't fucking happening. It's all a fucking mind game, and that's when I got to put the bubble over old Casey and close everybody off and don't watch shit because you can get sucked into it. President, evil, this, right, wrong, pardoning, Epstein list, blah blah blah. Why do you fucking care in the long run? You
Well,
shouldn't.
the Epstein list, I think everybody should care about because that's a huge human trafficking ring. That is
I
obviously
don't
big.
care. It's We're all in it together.
You wouldn't care if
it
your
happened.
kid was kidnapped.
Why do we got to
sold
talk
to
about it?
sex slaves?
Why do we got to talk about it all the time?
We didn't talk about it all the time.
But why does it matter?
I think that because if you have this large scale crime of child sex trafficking, I think that should be brought to light.
I agree,
Because
but
if that's the case, then it's and this is my opinion, why are we so focused on Venezuela? That's my thoughts as an American. Like, I know the oil, I know all of that, but right now Trump's plan to move gold over 10 grand is in the right direction. It's looking like by the time 2028 hits that we're going to be out of national debt just off precious metals. So, I mean, you got silver at all-time high. They're projecting silver to be over 100 by the end of the month. We're in a position as an American, we're in a pretty good spot. So, we also just took over the largest oil reserves in the world. If anything, I'm expecting to see gas prices dropping, food prices dropping, price of beef going down. I want to get back to being able to eat steak, steak every other day. Steak, that's hella funny. That's where we're at right now with artificial meats. That's what it sounds like.
yeah, I haven't really watched much on that lately, man. I don't know, rolling into this new year.
We're rolling into the new year thinking money, positive, casino. What else we thinking about?
Shit, man. Death.
Go ahead. What are we thinking about death for?
Shit, I feel like I'm dying, Stacy. I feel like I'm rapidly dying. That's all I'm going to say about that. What is this you're drinking?
Death.
Mountain Dew? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So please tell us how you're rapidly dying.
No, it's like me asking you about incarceration.
What about it?
How much you want to talk about it? You want to go into detail?
Let's do it. Never been it.
I don't. I like dabbling my foot, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the shit that I tell you when we're off camera. Yeah, I'm dying. I think I'm dying. My flesh feels like it's all rotting off. So yeah, there you are. Old Casey here thinks he's dying.
And I think he's looking more fabulous than he's ever looked. Luscious locks. Got his beard still going. I don't know.
I don't
think
shave
positive.
because my skin's irritated. I can't shave right now. That's weird.
I
for me.
want to see you with a full beard. I don't think I've ever seen you with
I
a full
can't.
beard.
It starts to get irritated if I let it grow out right here.
Does it get
It
patchy or
gets
something?
all patchy. It gets red, and I get these marks on my skin. And I shave, and then
Yeah,
the
that's
red
the
marks
thing.
start going away. But if I shave every day, it hurts.
I
So
got
it's like
some
I'm in this catch-22.
beard oil. If you do decide to grow the beard, that might help.
I tried so much stuff. I got this.
Oh.
Yeah, I've tried to. I'm starting.
I
I'm
just
having
would
to
like
change my
see-
shit again.
I'd like to
so.
see you with the pedophile stash and a big old beard, looking like a biker.
Too many people do the pedophile stash, and I don't like it.
Speaking of, Dan, cut that motherfucker off. Sits next to
Hey,
me
you know
at
what?
work.
I told somebody at work today. I was like, "Hey, it's like every time you hug so and so every day and you say good morning to him, you look like that creepy old guy hugging the young girl." I told a guy that today. He's like,
I can take a shot that their name rhymes with ours.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And I told he's like, and he sat there quiet for a second. He was like, "I'll take your word for it. I'm going to stop doing that." I was like, "You should."
Fucking ass. You're a fucking dick. You're like, you should. Like, I know exactly how you said it too. I could hear it in your fucking voice. Like, and it's funny because I knew exactly who you were talking about the moment you said it because we've talked about it before.
Like, dude, if we're gonna still sit near each other, you can't be doing this.
Yeah, you
'cause
can't
it's
be
like,
doing that
yeah.
weird shit. You're
There's
looking real pedophile-ish,
Yeah. I like to make fun of people like you. I like it.
Hey, real shit. You are a good person. Like, I fuck with you. There's some complaints, but we fuck with you. Don't
Dude.
give us a reason to make fun of you.
Don't be that old guy that married, whatever, doesn't matter, that hugs the girl that you'd never be with who's much younger than the office because you want a morning hug. You look like a fucking creep. That's anybody.
I agree.
That's a public service announcement.
I 100% agree. Yeah. I will say none of the pictures are out there. There's nothing to talk about. It's all out in the open. But I will say at the end of the day, some people just need love. And it makes them feel special getting that hug. Just don't fucking hug me.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever hugged you.
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, I was
people
thinking
that
about
think they're going to try to hug me. And I always do one of these. Oh.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'll go to HR. Don't fucking touch me. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're on. Don't touch me. Like, and even what made you think you could touch me? Like, that's what. Are we that close that you think you could just hug me? If so,
Yeah, exactly.
I need to distance myself. A little.
I had somebody at work put their hand on my shoulder, and I literally went like this, and they're like, they go, "Oh, sorry." I was like, "Yeah, I don't like being touched."
Yeah.
Why?
What the fuck does it matter? Don't touch me.
When I'm married, I don't know.
What does it matter? Don't touch me. Consent is consent.
I don't know you like
Right.
that.
So the one thing that I hate the most is when grown men come up and want to rub your shoulders. And if you don't fucking.
Man.
Every time it happens, I do the same shit. I whip around really quick, and I'm like, I fight. I say the same shit every time. I've been violated, and this to me feels like I should be fighting. You came up behind me, grabbed me from behind, and touched me in a sexual manner. I don't like it.
There has been a
physical
time or
violence.
two with the right person where I was like, man, I wish I can massage my own shit.
Can I
and that
take a
feels
guess
good.
at who gave that?
You know who gave that?
Name rhymes with bass.
No.
That was the only person, like me and him we had got cool, and he did it one day, and I was like, he walked away, I was like, I'm kind of mad that felt good. Like, that's literally what went through my head. Was like, I'm upset that felt good. That is not cool. But on that note, you know how we ended. I'm Stacy,
I'm Casey.
and we all know.
I know your secret.